Okay. What the hell is this? Why does every... Chat, if you could be any race, chat, what race you could be? Mine is, I'm black, and I want to be black. So, black, black. So, you, right now, if you're white, you want to be black, say white, black. If you're black, you want to be white, say black, white. If you're Asian and want to be Hispanic, say Asian and Hispanic. Say like that. I'm black, and I want to be black, so I'm saying black, black. Go ahead, let me see. Let me see. Black, black. White, white. Why you want to be white, white, Cameron? Cameron, why you want to be white, white? I just want to know, curious, out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Just out of curiosity. Type for me right quick. Just out of curiosity. Type shit. Asian and then into black because of the food. So Asian black, okay? He's Asian, he want to be black. Alright. Cameron, I just want to know your thoughts. White, black. Oh, you're white, you want to be black? Interesting. I'm staying black. Arab. Oh, Arab. Wait, which one did I say? How is it? Fuck. Arab is the correct way or the wrong way? Where's Cameron at? Where'd Cameron go, chat? Cameron said, yo. Okay, you just didn't answer my question, bitch. Samoan, Nigerian. White into light skin. Okay. White into black. Okay. I don't have a problem with being white. Oh, nice. Good job. You shouldn't have a problem with what you are. Japanese into Chinese. Black into Indian. Lizard into white. Hispanic into light skin. Bruh. Any of y'all that would want to be in another race? Don't, bro. Your race is amazing in its own way, you know? Love yourself. Love your race. You're unique. You don't want to be nothing else. Come on, man.
Fiero Lepore is a French short film made by Matthew Kassovitz, a director.
Why does it? Do you think everybody wants to be black? I don't know.
To make one of the most profound movies of all time, La Haine.
Being black is kind of drippy. Like it's pretty swaggy, you know? It's kind of tricky.
Short film is about a white guy played by Matthew himself playing basketball in an empty gym until suddenly a beautiful woman walks in playing basketball on the other side of the court. The white guy wants to impress the girl because she's hot, but he can't because he sucks at basketball. Okay. So he does what any other man would do in that situation and dreams of impressing her. By turning black.
Omegalos in chat. Kick W's.
Now, I've shown this film to several people, and they all said it's racist and impolite. But I feel like there's a real truth to what Monsieur Kassovitz is trying to say in this movie. See, when I was a kid, I had dreams as well. It was 1996, and I just watched Michael Jordan get his 4th ring after winning the most amount of regular
armpit hair.
Season games of all time.
Bro, you know that nigga pube hair, his little dick hair, fucking nappy too.
And I just watched
if your armpit hair nappy, GG's. Yo, dick hair is fucking
GG. And for some reason, I felt like I could be like him. I could be like Mike. I was entering high school that fall, and even though I hadn't picked up a basketball ever up until then, I thought that I could make the team because I thought I could be like Mike. I tied up my 11s and headed to the gym, only to be met with Goliaths with fully formed muscles that were doing practice dunks. It's like they were gods on earth.
You know what's crazy? That was my welcome to the NBA moment, bro. That was my welcome to you're a bitch ass nigga moment. It was like went to like when I was in like tryouts or sports related shit or hanging with niggas, and niggas were just awk. Like they were just it was just like I was like a little bitch around a bunch of grown ass men, nigga. Like I was dead 97 pounds in high school in freshman year. I was like 5'8", 97 pounds my freshman year, bro. Skinny as fuck. And those niggas like 6 feet, 200, benching 3 plates as a freshman. I'm just like, what the fuck? Did you shoot them? No, I didn't shoot them. Why would I shoot them? The guy was 95 pounds, 5'3". Yeah, the kids were for sure on steroids, but some kids just were like just naturally like just big, like Jeremy. Bro, that's the only reason why Broderick slammed my ass, bro. It was freshman year. I was probably, by that time, it was like winter break, so I got to like probably like 101 pounds. Broderick weighed like, he's like one of them big, he was like probably 205 or some shit, bro.
I saw this one kid, black of course, go up for a one-handed tomahawk with his tongue out and the same 11s I had on.
But I started working out before that.
I saw wings coming out of his back. I never wore those shoes again, and my NBA dreams died before I ever stepped on a court.
Oh, that's tough.
You see, Michael Jordan's impact not only transcended America, but the entire world. With games being broadcasted worldwide for the first time ever, and with Michael Jordan entering his prime in the most marketable era, every kid was sticking their tongue out going out for layups, wearing their short shorts to expose their knees, and obviously wearing Jordans. And I'm not talking about just Europe and Asia, kids that have never seen a black person before, imitating his airness. Hell, even Kim Jong-un couldn't resist being a Michael Jordan fan.
Smile and widen your eyes.
When he spent his adolescence in Switzerland, all he would talk about was Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, and only wear Nike tracksuits, no jeans. And I know that Kim Jong-un is a lot of things to a lot of people, but you can't really say he's racist if he wants to be like Mike. Even I suffered from this a little growing up. I remember playing pickup basketball and a black kid dabbed me up, and I was like, God damn, he's the same race as Michael Jordan. And I got starstruck a little bit. Granted, I was 14.
Wait.
Even I suffered from this a little growing up. I remember playing pickup basketball and a black kid dabbed me up, and I was like, God damn, he's the same race as Michael Jordan. And I
Yo, imagine having like, bro, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's, first of all, that is the craziest form of glaze I've ever seen in my life. Like, that's incredible glaze. Even though you was legit, I'd never seen a glaze, such a glazatron in my life. But second, that is crazy. Nigga looked at him like he was a foreign creature.
I got starstruck a little bit. Granted, I was 14, but this is probably the same type.
14? Okay. 14 is young, but 14 is like, you have a brain. There's no way you looked at a black person who, like, at 14 years old, like, oh my God, he's the same color as Michael Jordan. What the fuck?
That made Jack Harlow want to pursue rapping as well. And this leads to some cultural observations I've noticed growing up around minorities. Most of the kids that I'm friends with are of darker skin tones, ranging from Indians to Africans to even Filipino people. And the N-word constantly gets thrown around over and over again, even if some of the people that are saying it aren't black. When Nav, who's a rapper of Indian origin, received backlash for saying the N-word in his songs.
Yo, does Nav got the pass, bro?
He said that in his multicultural neighborhood of Rexdale, Ontario, everyone was saying the N-word as well. Now, just because some kids are saying the N-word to their friends doesn't outright mean they're racist.
Yo. Chat, if white people came out with a word that only they could say, are you saying it? Like, and it was like drippy, are you saying it? Like, only we could say it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm taking that shit. Fuck they gonna do?
They just think it's cool because the black people they see on TV
Yo.
are cool. But they're not gonna admit that because it's racist. With so many black stars becoming greats at the most important things to Americans, sports, music, and movies, there's a generation of kids that grow up seeing these greats perform and forming perceptions that aren't racist.
There's movies that got a picture of Will Smith smacking the fuck out that nigga.
Michael Jordan's impact off the court was actually pretty terrible. He was a degenerate gambler, never was into social politics, never really gave a fuck about anything other than basketball. But his greatness made up for it. He made black people
that
cool,
shot. Oh my God.
but for the wrong reasons. It gave a generation of black kids the idea that if you want to make it as a black man in America, you either got to be a basketball player or a rapper. The whole concept model minorities like the Asians and the Indians looked to black people in their stardom and was starstruck by them, while they were forced to stay in school and become doctors and lawyers. But the problem is only a few black people actually make it out the hood. So even though we see black athletes and musicians and
Kobe Bean Bryant with that bean head, you know what I'm saying? Big ass bean on his head, bean head ass nigga.
Internationally, a disproportionate amount stay poor and unemployable as well. And in turn, the model minorities that were forced to stick through school who dreamed of also becoming basketball players and rappers, but couldn't because they had loving parents and defective genetics, idolized black people, but only the ones that were successful. And it's not like they didn't care about black issues either. It's just all they saw was the cool black people and they wanted to replicate it. This is where Charles Barkley came in with one of the most profound commercials I've ever seen.
Happy
I am not a role model. I'm not paid to be a role model. I am paid to wreak havoc on the basketball court.
This commercial directly contrasts the I want to be like Mike stardom campaign that made Michael Jordan the most marketed athlete of all time. At the time, Michael Jordan was at the top of the world and they were calling him Black Jesus. But Chuck was saying, yo, don't look up to me. I'm a basketball player. Go be a doctor. Go be a lawyer. You got a lot of the campaign that Nike was running with Michael Jordan at the top of the world, as well as shitting on the fans that were buying the shoes, putting up the posters, and wanting to be
killing this nigga in the ones.
Be like Mike. But hey, Chuck's right. Not everyone can make the NBA. I learned that very quickly in my life. But even with Chuck saying that he's not a role model, the legacy that he and other basketball players left behind is tremendous, because that's just how much we value basketball players and other icons in America. Because even though Michael Jordan was a
I'm killing this bum ass nigga in the ones too. Come on, this nigga right here. Killing this nigga right here. Nigga's a bum.
degenerate gambler and never really helped the issue, the fact that he was black perpetuated a lot of other black culture on the map. But if you still don't believe me, here's a great example. Just look at the cultural impact that Michael Jordan has, being the greatest of all time for black people, and just look at how, like, pretty much most First Nation.
Sure, buddy, I said this dude, this white dude right here, I'm killing that nigga.
Degenerate gambler and never really helped time for black people, and just look at how, like, pretty much most First Nations get wiped out. Just like no one cares about them. There's like this whole road in British Columbia called the Highway of Fears, where indigenous people just go missing and they just die, and no one cares. No one gives a fuck. That's because indigenous people suck at basketball. It's that simple.
Yeah. What's going on, man?
This is why you're a fucking person.
I thought you were about to say something like insightful.
I thought Ram was gonna say something somewhat profound, and then he just ends it with he says
interesting.
You know we gang, y'all. You know we war G. You know we gang, y'all. You know we war G. We not in the game. 003. We not in the game. 003.